Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ed Summers. Many of you in Ventura may be familiar with Ed. He is running for the position of treasurer tax collector. This is an open seat. Many people, including Audra, thought about running for it. But right now we have 7 candidates. And this is Ed Summers, 3 minutes.
Thank you, David, and welcome tonight. I'm glad you're here to listen to all of us in our positions. Like the sheriff, this is a long time in coming when we've had a non-appointed or anointed county treasurer succeeding another one. In fact, I believe the picture in the back is a celebration of the last open election for a treasurer, but maybe not quite that long. It's actually been about 30 years. Certainly we're going to have a chance to disagree as to who's the most qualified, but I think really bringing the qualifications to the table is important to the voters. I have spent the last 27 years in financial management and analysis. I have had oversight of a $6 billion portfolio from a lending standpoint. I had 5 years being directly responsible for the County of Ventura and the County of Santa Barbara banking relationships, their cash management, their investments, their disbursements. So I've known that animal well. I've had 20 years of getting to know our community, spending time chairing the Economic Development Association and Economic Development Collaborative, working to save 17,000 jobs as chair of the BRAC Task Force in 2005, and appropriately as treasurer in 1995. I spent time working on quality of life, on issues that bring our community together. And finally, the third leg in that stool is 4 years as an elected official in the city of Ventura, getting to know the priorities from the government side and having to balance all of the competing and conflicting priorities. The treasurer, while it's not a policy position, it's a management position. And having direct oversight of a staff of over 50 and being involved in that capacity, you set the standard, you bring credibility to the job, and you bring open communication. What I will do best and what I will do very effectively is link, as you say in financial terms, the sources to the uses, developing a better rapport, a better dialogue, and a better understanding of the treasurer and the treasurer's role. I really do appreciate your support and consideration.
Thank you. Well, let's jump right in here. Several years ago, the Public Guardian's Office was the responsibility of the treasurer, and during that period there were inadequate controls in place to prevent criminal behavior that took place and victimized clients of the department. The Board of Supervisors ended up moving the Public Guardian's Office out of the treasurer's office, but what we'd like to hear from you is, regardless of which of your employees in the department, how can voters be certain you will effectively monitor the actions of your employees?
A lot of it is really based on your past management experience. The past treasurer, who I've known personally and been involved in many activities with, did not come in with any management experience. Having responsibility for a 50-member staff really prepares you for this. The establishment in a banking environment of dual controls and checks and balances, and finally just an energy level of not being complacent with your staff, making sure they understand your standards, being actively engaged in the process, not just sitting behind your desk, working and keeping a check and balance going where you mix up the routine. The public guardianship was in a standard routine for many, many years, and finally making sure when you communicate with your staff, they know that whether it's good news or it's bad news, you're going to be fair, you're going to be balanced, and you're going to be proactive in resolving the situation and taking care of the voters, the public, and the staff members involved.